Story time on how my prayers from 2019 are finally being answered. Always remember, 1 year to you is only 30 seconds to God. I prayed and asked God to please bless me with something that I can be able to be at home with my kids full time and love and care for them properly since I was the only parent. I used to work 7 days a week. Sometimes I would stay up 48 hours trying to run up a bag. Needless to say, all of that trauma that I was facing and the things that I was going through, trying to use my hustle as a coping mechanism, it eventually caught up with me, and I did have a mental breakdown in 2022, guys. You have to get therapy, you have to get help, and you have to pray. God is so strategic. Before I retired from doing hair, God allowed me to go on a tour, something that I booked myself. He let me enjoy what I love the last few months. I did not know that it was coming to an end. Now I get to stay at home, create content, go to the school when I need to, and be there for my son and my daughter. My son, he has a condition to where if I was at work, if I had like a 9 to 5 and I was clocking in, I would probably be fired because he gets in trouble every week because of his behavior. So the type of attention that he really needs, because I am the only parent that's in his life, it's necessary for me to live this life and be active. I just want to thank God for answering my prayers, even though it comes with some stipulations. In order for me to get this new life, I had to surrender my old life, guys. In order to let God get in the driver's seat, I had to get in the passenger seat, guys. I know how it feels to just want to be a hustler, to want to make your own money, to do things your way. But it is very necessary that you let God take the lead because He is the head of your life. Psalm 37:25 taught me to believe. Psalms 34:18 taught me that when you're broken in Christian spirit, that God is always with you. Proverbs 3:5-6 taught me to not lean to my own understanding, guys. At one point, I was doing a lot of persuading to the world, and Galatians 1:10 taught me, who are you really serving, the world or God? And then I realized I had to make a choice. So I say this to the people that watch me and that still follow my journey. You have to understand my prayers for me to be able to get out of the things that I was in, for me to be able to change and be a new person. God will give you the desires of your heart if you just believe. Some of your faiths are not really strong. Some of us can be very impatient. Some of you don't realize that God does things to only prosper us and not harm us. God no could simply mean not right now. Do you trust Him? Do you believe? Do you walk by faith and not by sight? God only requires us to have a little bit of faith the size of a mustard seed. Becoming a Christian isn't hard. It's simply letting your flesh die and walking in the image of God. No, it's not easy, but it's worth it. It comes with so much peace, guys. If you stayed and watched this video to the end, let me know. Drop some positive comments in the comment section. Let's engage and talk. The life I live is proof that God is real. Proof that He's our Elroy. He's a God that sees us. He's our Shalom, our peace. He's Jehovah, our God. He's Jireh, our provider. He's our Jehovah Rapha. He's the God who heals. Remember, I told you guys the story about how God healed me from that cancerous situation. I love God. I trust God. I follow Him. And I have a real relationship with God. And I want you guys to do the same. If you see this video, please surrender on today. Because can't nobody get you out of your situation but God. I know this God will put us in situations that no one can help us but Him. The most relationships are formed when you hit rock bottom. Pain changes you. When pain hits your life, that is when you get the closest to God. I've seen it happen for myself. The end.